Oatmeal, the so-called breakfast of champions. Except it's not. In fact, it might just be the worst thing you could put into your mouth first thing in the morning. Stick around, and you might start to think your morning bowl of oats is slowly killing you. Yeah, I know, you've heard all the hype. Oatmeal is great for weight loss, heart health, and blah blah blah. They plaster those health claims all over the box to make you feel good about yourself while you're munching away. But here's a fun fact. Oats are what farmers feed to horses to fatten them up for the winter. In this video, we uncover the dark side of oatmeal that no one talks about. Is it really the healthy breakfast you've been led to believe? By the end of this video, you will be able to see through the shiny marketing techniques and get to the truth. We'll dive into the studies, the nutrition facts, and all those little details that don't make it onto the back of the box. Because despite its healthy benefits reputation, oatmeal's hiding a few dirty secrets. Stay tuned. You might just lose your appetite.
Yeah, I agree with you. I don't think that the carbohydrates in the oats are the problem. I think it's the heavy metals, the saponins, the mold toxins, the phytic acid, the pesticides. It's not a great food for humans.
High pesticide contamination in oats. Oats are known to carry high levels of pesticides, particularly glyphosate, atrazine, and chlormequat, to name a few. Oats are grown in fields where farmers spray pesticides like cologne. These chemicals are widely used in agriculture, but have been found in troubling amounts in oats, making them potentially one of the most contaminated grain products. While you think eating oatmeal is healthy, the reality is you're ingesting spoons full of pesticides.
It's not that this oat is genetically modified. They use glyphosate as a pre-harvest drying agent because it can kill the plant really quick and dry it up.
The use of pesticides like glyphosate, atrazine, and chlormequat is common in oat cultivation to control weeds and enhance crop yields. The residue from these chemicals often remains on the oats and can have serious health consequences. Number 1. Glyphosate and cancer. Glyphosate is perhaps the most notorious pesticide associated with oats. Widely discussed in both scientific circles and the media, glyphosate has been linked to an increased risk of cancer. The World Health Organization classifies glyphosate as a carcinogen. Number 2. Hormone disruption. Atrazine, another pesticide frequently used on oats, is known for its hormone-disrupting effects. It can interfere with the endocrine system, which regulates hormones in the body, leading to reproductive and developmental problems. And number 3, gut health. Glyphosate also loves to target your gut, disrupting the lining like a wrecking ball through a house of cards. It goes after the good bacteria that help produce serotonin, that magical little neurotransmitter that keeps you from feeling like you're stuck in a perpetual state of misery. Low serotonin? Say hello to anxiety and depression. So if you want to get depressed, expose yourself to cancer-causing chemicals. Have an inflamed gut? Have a nice bowl of oatmeal. The issue of phytic acid. Phytic acid is a unique substance in plant seeds that acts as the main storage form of phosphorus. Its real talent is binding with minerals like calcium, iron, magnesium, and zinc, making them as useful to your body as a broken umbrella in a hurricane. This little trick, called chelation, means every time you eat oatmeal, oats are robbing your body of the minerals it desperately needs. What does that mean for you? Well, let's see. Mineral depletion can lead to several nutritional challenges. Calcium and magnesium getting hijacked can leave your bones brittle and weak, setting you up for a fun future of osteoporosis. Iron? Good luck absorbing that. Expect anemia knocking on your door. And zinc? Crucial for your immune system and brain function? Yeah, kiss that goodbye too. Let's recap. Phytic acid's interference with the absorption of calcium and magnesium can potentially weaken bones over time, increasing the risk of osteoporosis. Phytic acid can significantly reduce iron absorption, increasing the risk of anemia. It can cause a deficiency in zinc, which plays a critical role in immune function and cognitive functions. Here's an alternative breakfast option that is healthier than that bowl of oats. Scrambled eggs and avocado toast. A high-protein, nutrient-rich breakfast option loaded with healthy fats, vitamin D, and choline to keep you full and energized all morning. This video isn't here to scare you. It's here to make you more aware where our foods grow. It's about arming you with the facts so you can make smarter food choices with your eyes wide open. Oats and the accumulation of heavy metals. Oats, like all grains, have a natural tendency to accumulate heavy metals from the soil they grow in. And what happens next? Those heavy metals find their way into your body every time you take a bite. Think about it. You're not just eating what's on your plate. You're eating everything the soil decided to gift those oats with. Toxic soil, toxic oats, toxic you. Because, surprise, surprise, we're not separate from the earth we plow. What's in the ground doesn't just stay in the ground, it ends up in you. This can lead to some serious health concerns for those who consume them regularly. We're not separate from the soil we cultivate after all. Toxicity of the soil impacts the toxicity in our bodies. Why do oats accumulate heavy metals? Your precious oats have a dirty little secret, and it's called cadmium, a heavy metal you don't want messing around in your body. Oats have specific genes that make them absorb certain heavy metals from the soil. They soak up cadmium from the soil like a sponge, no matter how organic or clean they claim to be. Cadmium is a heavy metal that can be particularly harmful to human health. It's found in many places in the environment, and when oats are grown in soil containing cadmium, they absorb it. That is why even studies have shown that even organic certified products can contain traces of heavy metals because of soil contamination. Once cadmium is in the oats, it's not going anywhere. You can't boil it away, bake it away, or wish it away. Nope. That oatmeal you're spooning down every morning might just be laced with this lovely heavy metal. Now, why should you care? Well, cadmium isn't exactly friendly. It likes to hang out in your kidneys, bones, and, oh yeah, it's been linked to cancer and fertility problems. Fun times, right? Recognizing the dangers of cadmium, some countries have passed regulations. The state of California has set a maximum allowed daily intake at 4.1 micrograms. This is because even small amounts of cadmium can be harmful over time. It's important for consumers to be aware of how much cadmium might be in their food. Organic farming focuses on avoiding synthetic pesticides and fertilizers, but it does not change the natural tendency of oats to absorb cadmium from the soil. So, even organic oats can have this heavy metal. Oats are not as safe as they seem. Let's set the record straight. Oats are seeds, and like every seed out there, they've got their own little defense mechanisms to make sure insects, animals, and yes, even you don't eat them. It's a defense mechanism designed for survival. So, while the health community is busy pushing oatmeal as the golden child of breakfast foods, I'm here to ruin your morning ritual. To survive in the wild, oats produce this chemical called saponins. Why are saponins a problem? Glad you asked. Ever heard of leaky gut syndrome? It's what happens when these saponins poke tiny holes in your gut lining in the walls of your stomach and intestines.
The worst foods that you can put in your body. Oats used to make oatmeal are loaded with lectins, which can poke holes in your gut lining and cause serious health issues down the line.
Saponins and lectins are both plant compounds that can negatively impact the gut lining, but they do so in different ways. Saponins create tiny holes in the gut wall, increasing intestinal permeability and contributing to leaky gut syndrome, while lectins bind to the gut lining, causing irritation, inflammation, and potentially blocking nutrient absorption. Both can disrupt gut health, but they attack the gut barrier using different mechanisms. Picture this: microscopic gaps in your gut lining, like you've swallowed a bunch of nails that are tearing it apart on a micro level. And guess what sneaks through these gaps? All the nasty stuff you don't want in your bloodstream. Toxins, food particles, you name it, hence the name leaky gut syndrome. Congratulations, you've just turned your gut into an open highway for inflammation. So next time you're digging into that bowl of oats, think about this. Are you really nourishing your body? Or are you just setting yourself up for a slow, painful digestive rebellion? Your call. Spike in blood sugar levels. Is oatmeal bad for you? Let's talk about it. The small packets of flavored instant oatmeal contain a lot of sugar, and even though they may be marketed as healthy, they're not. That packet of instant oatmeal you just had for breakfast? It's easily packing up to 10 to 15 grams of sugar, which translates to about 3.5 teaspoons of sugar. That's enough to spike your blood sugar levels faster than you can say healthy breakfast. Now combine that sugar rush with your morning coffee. Caffeine stimulating your nervous system while the sugar floods your bloodstream. What do you get? A recipe for feeling jittery, anxious, and on edge. And just when you think it can't get any worse, your blood sugar crashes, leaving you hungrier than before and reaching for another quick fix or another cup of coffee. Your wholesome breakfast is turning into a roller coaster ride for your body. And trust me, it's not the fun kind. Both provide a quick burst of energy, followed by a potential crash, making it difficult to maintain steady energy throughout the day. Long-term, regularly consuming high glycemic foods like instant oatmeal can increase the risk of developing type 2 diabetes, heart disease, and other metabolic syndromes. Is oat milk really evil? Oat milk, the trendy new dairy alternative everyone's raving about. But is it really as pure and innocent as it looks? Or is it hiding a dirty little secret? Let's dig in. First off, take a look at the ingredient list. It's not just oats and water. Nope, you're likely getting a nice helping of canola oil, which is rich in omega-6 fatty acids and not in the good-for-you kind of way. Canola oil loves to oxidize, meaning it breaks down and turns into something less nutritious and more toxic. So, congratulations, you might be drinking more seed oil than actual oats. But wait, there's more. Because why stop at canola oil when you can add a dash of glyphosate and a sprinkle of arsenic? That's right. Recent studies, like the one from the Journal of Food Composition and Analysis in May 2023, found that over half of the non-dairy milks they tested, including oat milk, were contaminated with heavy metals like arsenic, cadmium, and lead. And not just trace amounts, we're talking levels that exceed what's allowed in drinking water. Sounds delicious, right? And if that's not enough to ruin your oat milk fantasy, consider this. Many of these oat milk products come loaded with added sugars, stabilizers, and preservatives. You know, all the things that wipe out any so-called health benefits. So, is oat milk really evil? Maybe not evil, but it's definitely not the healthy milk substitute you think it is. Enjoy your glass of canola-flavored, heavy metal-laced oat juice. Or, maybe just drink water. It's crazy to think that oats have so many hidden dangers. Instead of reaching for oat milk or oats, consider alternatives like eggs, steak, raw milk, honey, and fruits for your breakfast. You may want to think twice about making oatmeal a part of your daily routine. If you found this content valuable, please like, subscribe, and share this video so we can spread awareness about health and nutrition to as many people as possible. From toxic pesticides and heavy metals to gut-wrecking chemicals and blood sugar spikes, that innocent bowl of oatmeal might be doing more harm than good. Every spoonful could be silently sabotaging your health one breakfast at a time. But we're just scratching the surface. What if I told you there's even more hidden in that bowl? Could oats be the cause of chronic fatigue, stubborn weight gain, or even your skin problems? Could they be influencing your mood, making you anxious or depressed without you even knowing it? The dark side of oats goes even deeper, and what we've uncovered today is only the beginning. In our next video, we'll reveal even more shocking truths about oats and their potential impacts on your health that will leave you questioning everything you thought you knew. Are you brave enough to dig deeper? See you in the next video.